right foot creep, oh, I'm walking with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all want to get better at the game of chess, but it's not always clear what's the best way to do that. You could watch YouTube shorts of opening traps and go try to use them. You can try to play against bots. Maybe you study endgames. Maybe you play a lot of blitz or do a lot of puzzles, or maybe you watch a guy who is rapidly balding and wears many tank tops on YouTube for advice. Well, in today's video, I will show you what I think is one of the most important skills, and it's going to apply to you if you're 400 elo, 1500 elo, 2500 elo, or even above. And that is the art of analyzing your own games. I'm going to play a blitz game or two. I'm going to narrate my thoughts to you, and then I'm going to hit game review. And I'm actually going to show you how to get into the details of every single move that you play using game review or just using self-analysis. That's all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Do let me know if you do, because I could do some more like this in the future. Now I'm gonna boot up a game. I'm gonna try, obviously, talk about my moves, and of course you are not 2700, 2800. You don't have to worry about necessarily playing some of the people who I have to play against. You might be playing your own demons. You have to play 1500s, 800s, 300s. I don't know what your elo is in chess, but I would imagine, you know, you've got to play some strong people. I hope I get a game soon, because if this lasts much longer, then I'm probably going to have to make some sort of edit. And there we go. We have a game. We're playing actually somebody from Indonesia. My opponent plays d4. I'm going to play a Dutch defense. So the first stage of any chess game that you play is obviously where the opening ends. My opponent plays knight f6, bishop g5. So I said my opponent plays knight f6 because I was about to go knight f6. Of course, they could take, which is probably their idea. I'm going to do this, and already we have a bishop for a knight trade. Let me play pawn to d5. I would imagine the move c4 is coming, and Yeah, there's a lot of ways that black can play this position. I'll put my bishop out. Oh, h4 is very, very aggressive. Let's try to counterattack in the center with c5. And we're just going to be, we're just going to be playing chess. That's like what a person does, right? They make split-second decisions, whether you're playing a 10-minute game or a 5-minute game or a 15-minute game. You try to play quickly, you try to play accurately, you try to make good decisions. But then after the game, that is when the analysis comes in handy. So I'm gonna castle, I'm gonna castle queenside. I don't actually care if I lose this game. I would rather show you how to analyze your games in a more responsible and organized way. Okay, that's kind of my goal. So I might play a few moves that are a little bit more aggressive and just sort of like show you how to analyze the game after it concludes. I expect they might take and put a knight on f4. Also, I have a lot of development here, and I'm kind of ready to move my g-pawn. I don't think I want to trade. Knight takes d5 might be the loss of a pawn, by the way, but maybe not because I have, like, tricks. But maybe I don't have any tricks. Maybe I do have tricks. I'm going to take on d4. I can take on d5 and maybe give a discovered check. So, for example, discovered attack. So if here I'm going to take bishop b4, check, and then I'm going to win the queen. If the king is open, I can also maybe play knight takes and do the exact same thing. My queen is hanging. I have to go here. I didn't have anything else. We'll probably have a trade and maybe this. But then I can actually do this anyway, which is very funny. Because after take, I have bishop b4, and I'm going to be winning the queen, the queen in the center. So it looks like I have won the tactical battle here in the opening, and I have a good time advantage. Clock is not really something that you can utilize like in analysis. I don't know if people I don't know if the bots are going to do a fair job there, giving you coaching with clocks. I really want to play bishop h2 check. Let's go here. Let's sneak through. So now neither one of these pawns can take me. My pawn has kind of made it through, and it's 2 squares away from queening. This doesn't quite work now because it would just be a fair trade. I can still do it, maybe. I don't know if it's the best move. I also do like knight to e5, and then queen would come here, and then maybe f5. Let's do that. Let's go knight e5 attacking the queen. Oh, that's not a bad move. Maybe I block, or do I trade queens? I'll trade queens, and maybe g6. That might lose a pawn, but at least I'm opening up the king. And my opponent's doing a nice job here catching up on time. Again, this is how chess works, right? Like, your opponent plays good moves. They don't always play bad moves. And it's up to you to prove that you have an advantage. I expect this. I still have a 20-second time advantage, which I do think is important, but all of a sudden that might happen and the advantage could disappear. All right, pawn's just going, pawn is just he's trying to make it through the entirety of my position. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that, but I still have a time advantage, but it's not as healthy anymore. And obviously, as time gets lower in a chess game, the quality of your play is going to go down. That's just natural. Nothing you can really do about that. So when we go to the game analysis feature, which will happen in a moment, we have to analyze the game in the right way. In the meantime, prepare yourselves for a massive time scramble, which could end in a very messy way. We will do our best for it to not end in a very messy way, but no guarantees. He only has 30 seconds, right? So that is definitely a positive. I'm trying to anchor in my bishop. I am a little concerned about where this is, but not insanely concerned. I think I'm winning this pawn. That's not what I really expected to happen, but I'm suddenly winning this pawn. Take, e6. And, yikes. Wait. Oh, he went that way. Man, who's better in this endgame and why? No. He does have 15 seconds, which makes my life a little bit easier. But, of course, I don't really want it to... Oh, that's very tricky. If I take, there's this. Wow. And I don't think... I'm just down a pawn. I mean... was going to say, I don't think it's a good decision to trade down in the king and pawn endgame. And it's definitely not a good decision. Let's bring the bishop back. No. Now, if you want to win this game on time, you have to make sure that you don't trade. You do this in a way where... Okay. Yeah, in all likelihood, this is simply going to be a draw, but I have chances to maybe trick him somehow. He's trying to block. I have 1 second on the clock. Wait, did I find a way maybe? Yes, I did. Yes. Wow. Okay, so that was really bad, right? That was just not... No, that was a very messy game of chess. Now, out of respect for my opponent, I think I'm just... actually, listen, I hope my opponent doesn't feel disrespected. Let's analyze that game. Let's say that was a game that you just played, right? What was the summary of that game? How do we actually get better from a game like that? This is what you do, right? So you go over to your page, you refresh, you find the game, and then you got to analyze it, right? So you can analyze it, you can hit game review, and you can do it on your own. This thing is going to spit out a couple of things, and I do think it is very important to dive a little bit deeper into all of this stuff. So the accuracy is fine, right? Obviously, we both played horribly in the endgame, which one of these actually looks maybe even similar to yours, right? Chess.com thinks it was a game played between 2550 and 2700. Listen, I'll take it, right? I'll take it. And you go through a game like this, right? And Chess.com is going to say things are a book move up to a certain point. That's number one. You're going to have a handful of moves that are book moves until a certain point. And the opening that I played is the Dutch defense. So the evaluation is a little bit higher by default in certain openings, like 0.4, 0.5. 0.4, 0.5 is kind of meaningless for most levels of the game. But for this level of the game, excuse me, and at this level of the game, 0.4, 0.5 could be something. But everything is book, right? This is going to tell you that it's book for a while. I played the move d5, last book move. And now you can use openings here, and it kind of shows you White's most common approaches, like knight to c3 or pawn to c4. What did my opponent play in this game? He played bishop d3, and like very quickly, we were just out of known territory. So that's kind of the first checkpoint, right? And we look here, and bishop d3 is good, excellent. Important to get your pieces off their starting squares. h4 is a fine move. When you look at game analysis, everything here... you can also analyze on your own, knight to e2, knight to d2, c3. When in the opening the evaluation is this close to each other, the computer doesn't actually have a tangible evaluation. There is nothing forcing whatsoever. So the position is more or less okay. Now, where the computer gave me an inaccuracy was this, right? You missed an opportunity to develop a queen off its starting square. Okay, that's very interesting. So we can go here... And the computer thinks that I should just play queen d7. Now, how do you, why is queen d7 the best move? Is there some deep meaning? This is the hard part about game review and just in general analyzing your own games. It's not a thing about game review. It's just, right? You have to try to understand, why this? First, you have to think, is there a threat? Is there something winning? No, it's all equal. It's a matter of that c5 is probably just an inaccurate developing move. Why? Well, according to the computer, even taking here leaves me with an isolated pawn. So that right there is a reason for me not to play like this, because I'm just giving my opponent an opportunity in the future to plant 2 knights there, and I'm giving myself an isolated pawn. As a result of the early opening exchange, what I should be doing here is I should not be playing the move c5, I should be playing like this. I should be developing my pieces and trying to castle rather than trying to expand in the center of the board with the move c5. The move c5 is inaccurate, according to the machine. Game review also gives my opponent's move c3 a bet. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. This permits the opponent to kick a bishop. Show moves, right? So the computer thinks that me taking space is the right decision now as a result of that move, and then I can probably play queen b6 and target the pawn, or in the future I can even potentially get a pawn avalanche going here. I can build behind my inaccuracy because my opponent did not take advantage of my inaccuracy, okay? What actually happened in the game? I played knight c6 is an inaccuracy, right? You missed an opportunity to kick a bishop. It's not that kicking the bishop itself is some sort of winning move. That is not what is being proven here. What is being shown here is I missed an opportunity to kick a bishop is a little bit of a simplified version, but essentially I'm trying to make progress in the position and take space. When I play the move knight c6, which is also called an inaccuracy, I re-allow the top computer line. Do you see this? I re-allow this. That is really why the move c4 is necessary. It's not just that I am kicking the bishop, it's the fact that I am now disallowing this move to be played, and I can build behind all of that. By playing knight c6, I re-allow pawn takes c5. Now, queen f3 is deemed an inaccuracy because, well, let's take a look. This is not the right idea. That's all that we're given. And it's true. My opponent, if we go back to the move knight c6, the opponent's idea here should be taking like this and putting a knight in the center. A very well-supported knight with both pawns on dark squares. I have no pawns to attack it. Queen f3 is incorrect. And what we're going to see in this game as the computer evaluation goes down, my opponent doesn't have an easy follow-up. They try to develop the knight behind the queen move on f3, but I just go here, and there's no threats. Like, the opponent doesn't have any threats in this position. You might say, well, what about going back to this plan? Yeah, but now knight e5 is fatal. Knight e5 is absolutely fatal. Yes, bishop c5, but because you put your pieces on such kind of unorthodox squares, now I can very quickly take advantage. So I played castles. My opponent went h5, which is considered best, but you'll notice that now if anybody has an advantage after bishop d6, it's black. And here we get our first blunder of the game, which is knight f4. And the evaluation goes down considerably in my favor. This threatens to reveal an attack on a pawn. What? This threatens to reveal an attack on a pawn. I suppose this is the idea, right? Knight takes, and then here, reveal. So the threat of this move is this. And now I played bishop f7. You are threatening to kick a knight. There was only one good move. You overlooked an opportunity to capture a knight that was threatening to win material. So bishop f4 was the right idea, but then you say, but why? But why is that the right idea? Oh, because of g5, utilizing the new position of the queen. And then if en passant and all of this, well, now it's actually black who is arriving very quickly to inconvenience white. So how do you summarize that? How do you summarize what just happened, right? Well, it's not that I missed bishop takes f4, it's I missed the follow-up of queen f4, g5. And by the way, even if no en passant, the point is that I took space. I took space, and now according to the computer, I have rook g8, I have f4, I have all these different ideas, and I have a slightly better position. I played bishop f7, and now white has a pleasant position again. My opponent took on d5. Knight takes d5 is a miss. Why is it characterized as a miss according to game review? What did the computer say instead? Apparently, I had some, well, that happened, actually. Literally, everything that we're seeing is about to happen. So bishop takes f5, bishop e6, this blocks an attack. This was all normal, and now d3 is a mistake. You missed an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a queen. So what I should have done is probably played knight e5, which is what I played in the game, but I played it a little bit later. The computer thinks that this. Now, sometimes game review thinks that a certain move is like really, really good, but it thinks something else is considered like a mistake, like the move d3, because it just gives a slight advantage to the opponent, right? So d3 is considered inaccurate if and only if my opponent plays c4, anchoring the knight and preparing knight c3. I missed that. So d3 is a bad move if and only if the move c4 and knight c3 get played, according to the eval. But that's it. Only if that. And if you're 700 and that's what it says, it's, you know, technically it's right. Like d3 is a mistake. Technically in this position, the move d3 is a mistake. But practically speaking, if my 2600 opponent didn't find c4 and instead went here, you know, and didn't play the best move, then there's probably nothing wrong with the move. So in the game, I said bishop h2 is not what I wanted, although it's a completely reasonable move. I played knight e5, queen h3. And taking the queen, doubling the pawns is actually a bad move. And let's see what the computer says about that. It says, you missed an opportunity to block an attack. Yeah, so the computer, it's not about blocking the attack on my queen, it's more that the queen trade there is not the right decision. So you have to say, why does the computer want f5? Why is that the top engine move? And then you got to take away the reasoning. Well, it's because the queen trade was bad. It's because this queen trade I thought was good for me, it's not good for me, okay? It's not what the computer wants. And then I played g6. You permitted the opponent to create a pass pawn. This is very clearly a mistake. And it's a mistake because I just thought that this was not so scary. But as it turns out, you know, after all of this, my opponent now, in fact, has a pass pawn. So the move g6, according to the game review, was an inaccuracy. And now we are seeing why. What pass pawn was created? It was this one. So I blundered a pawn. It's not even that I blundered a pawn. I mean, I got it back. But now this. Right? And now we have more or less normal stuff. f5 is good. This kicks an opposing knight. This time for you to get out of trouble. Excellent move. My opponent is now building an advantage. Look at this. +2. All right? Now, not the best move, but not bad either, right? And now my opponent is just slowly building behind the f-pawn. All right? And this goes on for a while. Like the shuffling back and forth, h4. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better. What was better? Instead of h4, according to the computer, I could have played... rook e6. But then you dig a little deeper and, okay, rook e6 and h4, according to this, are about the same. But according to game review, it says +2. And the reason for that, if you go into your settings, is that game review might run at a different depth. My browser Stockfish goes to a 22 depth, and this is a 20 depth because that's, so... Just because it's a little different, it's not always necessarily so black and white, no pun intended. H4, rook f8 was not a good move, but I was doing my best. And this is sort of the process. This is the delicate process. My opponent advanced, e5 is a miss, threatens to kick a rook. There was only one good move there. This misses an opportunity to win a bishop. Where was the opportunity to win a bishop? Maybe knight e5. Maybe knight e5 is the idea. So the point is that after take, I cannot take the pawn because after this exchange, there's rook e8. But then after at the end, there might be rook f2. So this is the way you handle the game review in your own games. And obviously, as we get into the end game and all of this happens, it was still my opponent trying to play this for a win. Let's see what it says in the end game. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. Okay, knight f3. This game was close to balance, but now you're in a worse position. Okay, so what is the best move here after knight f3? Okay, well, what is the best move after knight f3? I played bishop e7. I apparently should have played this and ran to get these pawns. And if something like b3, I can attack the pawn. And if something like this, I can even create problems. Now, obviously, the game review is going to have a bit of an aneurysm as we're moving through here because we both had very little time. You ignored an opportunity to threaten a winning pawn, to threaten winning a pawn. Move a piece to safety, and this sort of got, you had a chance to reach a more equal position here. You only had one good move in that position. What was my good move? It was king here, And this is the delicate process of analyzing one of your games with a game review. And obviously, when there's 8 seconds on the clock, the game review is gonna, it's still analyzing the moves themselves. It's not actually analyzing the fact that there was 2 seconds. One day it might be smart enough to be like, well, you had low time, so it's not a big deal. And obviously the quality of play will go down, but that is the way you do it. Every single time you play a game, you need to come away with these moments. Like, why is c5 and c4 here considered to be good for black? All right? And then you try to dig around, like, what is the follow-up, right? Like, okay, I see, like, knight c6. It's just a matter of Draw from a winning spot. Let's find where victory slipped away. Your opponent's going old school with e4. King's Gambit? You left your queen undefended. Free London. Black will be winning material. Your opponent. The knight slips away as your opponent avoids material loss. That was a free pawn. Oh no, that's a free queen. You left it undefended. Your opponent blundered. You are now able to force. Their rook is now. Your opponent left a knight hanging in the breach. Your queen is hanging out there like a pinata. You get a chance. You missed mate in one. No biggie. Still, I really like their choice here.
I saw Bushcam Dad walking around in the new proximity chat game mode, so I decided to say hi. Bushcam Dad!
Yo, who's that? Where are you? Where are you?
Bushcam Dad!
Oh, there you are.
I'm right here. I'm right here. What's up, dude? And since we emoted together, it makes us teammates, and now my goal is to get him the win. Things were going quite well, and Bushcam Dad fished for a total of 12 floppers and 12 small fry because he wanted to be prepared for healing off during the end game. But there's a problem. We ran into some bad guys who said this to Bushcam Dad.
Yo, buddy, drop all your loot or you're dead.
And because Bushcam Dad didn't drop all of his loot, they knocked him down, but then I said this. Yo, don't be finishing Bushcam Dad, y'all. Come on.
Is that actually
That's actually, it's him. Listen, let him talk, bro. Let him talk. And the bad guys were willing to spare Bushcam Dad's life, but apparently not mine, because they tried to eliminate me as soon as I finished reviving him, so I had to escape and hide. I was able to find a good hiding spot, and Bushcam Dad was able to escape after I read.
Oh my god, I think it just mooed at me. Apparently, if you open a 3G milkshake and it moves at you, you win £10,000 automatically. And bro, that sounds too good to be true. Let's go buy some. Made my way to Sainsbury's, and some of them don't actually have the moo label on there. But then I found it. It's like pink at the top. Oh, and obviously I found out about this on my app, Coslify. They had a new flavor there. It was like salted caramel frappuccino. But unfortunately, it's not part of this moo thing. So instead, I picked up cookie dough and then strawberry cheesecake. Just deciding how many I should get. And then I turned the corner and found my favorite one ever, which is chocolate. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I have never tried these milkshakes before in my entire life. When I was younger and growing up, I always had it. Is it Yahoo or Yazoo? Also, how cute are these little Coke bottles? I keep praying that this moves at me. Please move, please move. And absolutely nothing. I mean, it made a little sound, but I don't think that was it. Ooh, to me, it tastes like banana. The second one is chocolate flavor. Oh, I thought it was chocolate brownie. It's just regular chocolate. Listen out for the moo, okay? I'm gonna shut up now. It made a sound. What was that sound? Did you guys hear that? Okay, no wait, that's just the actual thing breaking. Further back to the cookie dough one, the most interesting, we have got strawberry cheesecake flavor milkshake. But it says shake it before you drink it. Last one, guys. Smash that follow button for me and let's hear a moo. Moo! I can't even open this, but I'm gonna spill this. Just open the cart and do it outside. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Favorite flavor so far. No moves this time, but smash that follow button if you guys want me to come back and try again. Oh my god, I think it just mooed at me. Apparently, if you open a 3G milkshake and it moves.
He only needs a draw, but he has checkmate in 1 now. Check is also okay.
Just don't go Queen F1.
Sweet mother. Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh my. That was literally the only thing.
Uh-oh. Okay, I mean, it's just a queen, Andrea. He only needs a draw, but he has checkmate in 1 now. Check is also okay.
Just don't go Queen F1.
Sweet mother. Oh no!
Oh my.
When your teammate shapeshifts into you to clear
It's like
you.
a new thing they added for streamers.
Impasta.
Where? Shapeshifter of Ian. What happened?
What?
Brown just saw me in medbay. Yes, I did. Then lights went out and I lost him. You were running to navigation. Yeah, I was chasing Shapeshifter, bruh. I'm skipping, but I'm watching.
What is going on right now, dude? So my teammate shapeshifted into me? Like, I don't even know what happened. I was trying to do a double there. Like, Brown did a pretty good Viper limb, but I wanted to try to get somebody by, like, medbay. Really. There's another SS of me literally on cams. I mean, I actually like that this person's SSing into me.
It's the ads for me, lol. You were lucky that was ultimate LMAO.
Yeah. I mean, where are the players at right now?
Where? Outside communications. There was another shapeshifter of me on cams. By navigation. Coral, what's your role? Crew, plain crew. I think it's Coral. I think it's Coral.
All right now. Brown's a Viper. I'm not even gonna
Too
try.
many clears.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to double. I'm not even gonna try to double here. I'm gonna run away from the button so they don't think I'm gonna time it up. I don't know how good of a player Brown is, so I don't think I've ever played with them, so. Nice. There we go. There we go, man.
When your teammate shapeshifts into you to
Maybe this could be a new celebration. Straight to here.
First game against
Yeah, if
Senegal.
you got this,
I will do it for you.
right?
First game.
Okay.
Made you strong. Die, die, eco. Darling, darling, let's go. Die, die, eco. Darling, darling, let's go.
Maybe this could be a new celebration.
Straight to here. First game against
Yeah, if you
Senegal.
got this,
I will do it for
right?
you. First game.
Happy gal, when you get your icon skin in like next season or the season after that, can me and Crackly get early access?
Heck, please. I just want to get a free video. Please.
You guys think I'm getting one?
Oh, we don't think we know.
You can't leak this already. Nah, it'll happen for y'all first. I'm not OG.
No, that's what's gonna be cool about it. You're gonna be the first non-OG icon skin.
Do you know how much hate I would receive? I couldn't handle it. I'm okay.
Are you guys OG? Like, actually? I'm not even like trying to flex on y'all.
If that skin's supposed to be a flex, it's not. It's ugly.
Wow. Don't disrespect the OGs. They were here before us.
And so?
Talking
and
all that
so?
rah-rah. Here's a Zaza.
I'll shut up and sit down. You're right.
Wait, Crackly, do you have that one like
Trust me, brother. Trust me, brother. I already know the name.
unicorn pony?
Shut up, Bush. Don't say it.
This skin is sick. When you pair it with the Rakai dance, it's even better.
Exactly when I meet you, it's over. If I ever do have the privilege of having an icon skin, I will sit down with those Epic employees and make them delete the files to Gummy Fish Sticks.
What?
Why would you do that? You two, I'll talk to you later. I'm sick of you guys.
Happy gal, when you get your icon skin.
I finally found the rarest sprite in Fortnite, so I finally got my hands on the Gummy 0-point sprite, which is nearly impossible to find. So earlier today, another Fortnite player found it, and this one actually had friends, and he actually decided to give it to me. So now slowly, we're giving it out to everyone watching this video. And besides that, I finally hit max sprite, which apparently is 200,000. It would not let me go past 200k. And on top of that, I maxed out every single sprite, and yes, by the time you guys see this video, the Gummy 0-point sprite will also be maxed out. So who needs the rarest sprite in Fortnite? I finally
8 questions, so you can't hear me. 3 lives, good luck. What color is the sky on a clear day?
What color is the sky if it's not gray? Blue.
Correct! How many legs does a typical spider have?
How many legs does a hippo's mother have? And I think just 4.
Incorrect. How many legs does a spider typically have?
One more time.
Okay, no, I can't.
Can't? 8.
Yeah! What is the capital city of France?
How do you capture a crazy man? Police.
Incorrect. What is the capital city of France?
What is capture the flag? So you got 2 teams?
No. What is the capital city of France?
Paris.
Yes!
Yes!
Which planet is known as the Red Planet?
Which planet did rabies come from? Neptune.
No. Which planet is known as the Red Planet?
Which planet is Elon's favorite? Mars.
Yes, correct! That's not the question. What is 2 plus 2?
What is shoes? You can't say it again.
No, I can't.
What is, I got.
Yeah, you got
it. What is a shoe? You put on your foot and it helps you with rocks.
No, last life here. What is 2 plus 2?
Oh, 4.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Which animal is known for its black and white stripes?
What animal is known for its passionate wives? Lion.
No. What animal is known for its black and white stripes?
Black and white stripes, a zebra.
Yes!
Yes!
Which season do leaves typically fall from trees?
Temperature happens to be below freezing. 31.
No. No. Which season do leaves typically fall from trees?
Fall.
Yeah,
Autumn.
yes! Question 8, last question.
Last question.
What color is an emerald?
Color is a MacBook. Slate gray.
Ew. No.
No.
What color is an emerald?
What color is a Game Boy? You can mostly like green or purple.
Which one?
Purple.
No. What color is an emerald?
Something on the RGB scale. Red.
No.
What did you say?
What color is an emerald? You said purple or green. I said which one? You said purple. You had it right there, dude. 8 questions, so you can't hear me. 3 lives, good luck. What color is the sky on a clear...
Yo, Anwar, how many likes for a Suron?
For what?
A Suron.
What's that?
It's like an e-bike.
How many likes?
Yeah.
If I say the amount, you're not gonna get it.
Alright.
Okay, 80,000 likes.
Alright, bet. Alright,
You're not
bet.
gonna get that.
Alright, bet. Yo, Anwar, how many likes for a Suron?
For what?
A Suron.
What's that?
It's like an e-bike.
How many likes?
Yeah.
If I say the amount, you're not gonna get it.
I'm taking the car and the house.
Whatever, I don't care.
Perfect. Oh, and Milo too. Why aren't you packing?
I came up with a joint custody plan.
Nice try, but I bought him, so legally.
Dark pink and gray must touch. All right, well, yeah, cool. Let's see. Come on, please find it. I don't know. Yeah, we have to shake this until they're next to each other. Oh, I mean, I kind of shook it to be next to gray, but I think this is totally legal. Let's try this. All right. So obviously, white has to go in there. I'm gonna put yellow up here. Heck yeah. So let's see if we can just kind of solve for the rest of this. There's a chance that it's actually super doable. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna try a couple of things here. This is actually one of my... Oh no, I was gonna say, I wanna do something cool here. You could do that, right? And then you can go, hear me out, hear me out. No, that's not it. I was gonna go this way. No, that's not gonna work either. Boom. No, Danny, what are you doing? Okay, come on. This can't be hard, this can't be hard. I'm basically there. I just need to kind of get these in the right spots. So if we go like this, this, ooh, yep, this and this. Let's go, baby. Heck yeah. Nice, perfect. Thank you guys so much for all the views and everything lately too. It's been lovely. Dark pink and gray must touch. All right, well, yeah, cool. Let's see, come on, please.
Me and Sarah trolled Wes with the Rocket Racing default skins.
What the heck? Who is that man?
Oh my god, you're a girl!
Oh my god!
I think we should invite Wes and pretend that we got these early and he didn't get them.
He would be so upset because I never get anything
Right?
early.
And he always makes fun of you. Hey Wes.
Whoa.
You like our skins?
I guess they're alright. Are those in the shop?
Nope.
Epic sent all of us them early. They should be in your locker.
No, I don't see them.
Probably search Mr. Cool.
Yeah, they're the cools.
Wait, is it Cools like Kewl?
Yes.
I don't have anything.
Oh my god, wait, you didn't get it?
I guess not. They didn't send me an email.
Oh.
That's kind of weird.
Look who got a skin early.
That is weird that they would give it
Taylor.
to you, but not me. Is it some sort of
Could be.
racing skin?
No?
Let me just test something out really quick.
No.
I think I know what's going on. Thanks, Epic.
Now we're all cool. Great.
Yay.
Me and Sarah trolled Wes with the Rocket Racing default skins.
What the heck? Who is that man?
Oh my god, you're a girl!
Oh my god!
I think we should invite Wes and pretend that
Jam, in front of you are 2 drinks. One I made earlier and one you bought earlier. Have I recreated the recipes close enough to convince you mine are the shop-bought fizzy drinks? Round 1, Coca-Cola.
Okay, this is the homemade one, but it's only because it tastes healthier.
Damn! You don't put enough sugar in it! You lose! Round 2, Fanta.
Oh, that's sweet. That's the real Fanta because that's got like a sourness to it, and that one doesn't have the sourness.
You lose! Round 3, Sprite. Which one's which?
So that's the shop bought.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste good. That, homemade, tastes good. There are bits, it needs a bit of straining, but that one's way nicer.
Yes! You lose! Jam, in front of you are 2 drinks. One I made earlier and one you bought earlier. Have I recreated the recipes close enough to convince you
So yesterday was Mastery Monday, which means you had a higher chance of finding rare sprites. And although I had the second rare sprite, there was one I was missing. I had most of the sprites, but I'm still looking for the gold 0 point. And that's when someone in my chat commented they had it. Do you? And to my surprise, they actually did. Wait, do you have it in the pregame lobby? Oh my gosh, you do! That is the Deku Bop Dem right there. So yesterday was Mastery Monday.
Blue. Green.
Green.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Cameron.
I can't think of colors that quickly.
Yellow. Red.
No.
Orange. Red.
All right, stop, please.
May I go first this time since I won?
Sure.
73. No.
I'm gonna cry.
You threw the bell!
Yes, Day. Yes.
First day.
If you're lacking one area or the other with your gummy sprites, it's time for you to get those gummy sprites you're missing. Power Hour, it's Gummy Hour this Saturday from 2 to 4. So for 2 hours instead of 1. So why are we calling it hour? And then there'll be a second one from 9 p.m. to 11.
Tay.
Yes?
It's finally happened.
What?
I have a craving.
Okay.
It's a Rice Krispicle.
That's not.
Keep touching the ice cream by accident with your nose.
Did you want the hot fudge?
Okay, so that's it. Let me just say one thing. You two gentlemen made a beautiful child.
Made a beautiful child.
So I was pretending to be typical gamer, and even though it was working,
A typical gamer just clipped me.
I kept getting told he doesn't play Zero Build, which is funny because I've killed him in Zero Build. And although pretending to be him in builds would be better, I did so without building. Oh my aim! I'm the greatest Zero Build player of all time! And yet, that was still not enough. So while Crackly was wiping the lobby, I patiently waited to show him my builds in Zero Build.
Bro, what is typical gamer doing building in Zero Build? What is he doing? Oh, he wants to hug me. Oh, thank you, typical gamer. What?
So I was pretending.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the BUX.
Every other day I'm wondering, was it a mistake to try and define what I'm certain's not incompetent? Every other day I'm wondering, was it a mistake to try and define what I'm certain's not incompetent? Every other day.
First person to do this with no mistakes wins. This one doesn't count though. Rice. Bread. Oh my god, this is hard. Nice.
Oh.
Rice. Bread. Bean.
Rice. Wait.
Rice. Bread. Bean. Ah! Egg.
Rice. Rice. What the?
Rice. Bread. Bean. Egg. Ah!
Rice. Why?
Rice. Bread. Bean. Egg. Pasta. No!
Rice. Why? Why? Rice. Bread. Bean. Oh, I messed up anyway.
Rice. Bread. Bean. Egg. Pasta. No!
Rice. Bread. Hello?
Rice. Bread. Bean. Egg. Salad. No!
Rice. Rice. Hello?
Rice. Bread. Bean. Egg. Hello?
Rice. 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 Bread. Bean.
Rice.